DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax.
Hey everybody, DreamWeavers StarTrax here, host Corinne and Ren. And Corinne, would you introduce these incredible performers?
Yes, we are DreamWeavers StarTrax. You know, DreamWeavers run on imagination, and we're going to show you that today. We have three of our amazing young performers. All three of them been with us since they were 7. We have Ember.
Hi.
Right there, she's
Just get ready for the ride. It's going to be crazy. And Jazzy Caliente.
Hello.
And the beautiful, like the other two, Sophia Alexis.
Hi.
And we're going to be talking about their history and background. They're all three very successful young artists. Singers, songwriters, musicians, dancers, actors. And you saw that in some of the media. And so we're going to ask them how they made that happen so young. So I think we're going to start with Miss Sophia Alexis.
Start.
Start. I told you. It's going to be wacky. So tell us a little bit about your history. When did you know that you wanted to be a singer?
Oh, well, I've actually, ever since I could remember, I've been singing and I've been wanting to perform. Like, being in front of people makes me happy.
And how old were you when you did your first show?
I was 7.
7. Oh,
Wow.
And we'll talk about that because I was there. Just saying. So funny. You guys saw her on the media. Believe me, that's not what she did when she was 7. So, but she's a little phenom now. Now we're going to go to thank you, Miss Sophia. Now we're going to go to Miss Jazzy.
Hello.
Hey. So how old were you when you knew that this is what you wanted to do?
Around 7 was a time that I decided, this is what I really wanted to do. But as far as I know, I've been singing my whole life.
Your whole life. Okay, everybody, we know the answers to this. There are babies. They've been with us forever. Okay, so your first show was...
My first show actually was my brother's first birthday party. I was 5 years old.
I knew the answer.
And it was High School Musical themed. So I know, and and we were I had to sing with my cousin, but first I had to do a solo, and then my auntie was all like, "Okay, are you ready?" I was like, "No, no, I'm not ready." But I mean, singing out there gave me like such a rest, especially like because it was in front of family members, and that's what I really loved. Like having an audience in front of me, I love that. So,
and she still does, people. You saw it in the media, and you're going to see more. So thank you, Miss Jazzy and Miss Ember. How old were you? This is Ember.
I've seen the video, so tell them the truth.
I was 3 years old when I figured out this is what I want to do for like the rest of my life.
And what were you doing?
I was singing.
You were just singing.
All right, I saw you singing behind a coffee table, but what did you see in your mind when you were singing there?
I felt a rush and I felt happy, and it brought me a lot of happiness just to know that I'm making other people happy by singing to them and doing something that I love. And it gave me just such a rush and joyfulness when I sang.
Wow.
for the
Did you
first
all
time.
imagine when you were first singing to yourselves that maybe the world could hear you?
at one point, yes.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? The whole world fits right in your, oh, they're in my room, cool.
And believe me, we could have really brought out some very embarrassing video because we've got video on these guys since they were like this big. But
no.
we love you and
No.
we didn't do it.
No.
Thank you. Saved my life.
So we're going to start with Ember since you're over there. So Ember, what do? You sing,
I sing, I dance, and I act.
and you've been in movies.
I've been in movies. I've done lots of local performances, some in California. So
That is
yeah.
so cool. And she's taking dance at Nevada Ballet Theater now.
And
Yeah.
just started,
Great
what's the
place.
big news about you in dance now? What are you studying?
I started Point like last month, so I'm on Point now, guys.
Yeah, and she'll sit around and have a conversation with us with her leg like up, and She was once homeschooling in the room, and I was sitting there working and recording, and I turn around, and imagine yourself laying on a bed looking at the book, except her foot is over her head, touching the book. I'm going,
I was in a chin stand just with my feet dangling
I gotta
over
find
my
that
head.
video.
If that makes
It's
sense.
amazing.
We got
And she's not even thinking about it.
We got the poop on her. So,
Yeah.
so Jazzy, what do you do?
I sing, I dance, and I recently just decided to go back into acting. So
Excellent.
And she's amazing. And you're going to be at Pure Aloha.
yes, I am.
Yes.
Pure Aloha runs through the 13th through the 17th, I believe, but I'm performing 14th and 16th.
What's Pure Aloha for those who
Yes,
do
that
not
don't know that aren't in Las Vegas.
Pure Aloha is a local festival, either held at the Rio Hotel here in Vegas or Silverton, and this year it's at Silverton, or this one is at Silverton. And it's where multiple talent groups such as like Tavaka Nui, which is like
Hawaiian, Pure
Yeah.
Aloha, Hawaiian.
Hawaiian,
It's a
basically
Hawaiian
what it is.
festival.
Yeah.
yeah, so
Lady Reiko's going to be there. She
Oh,
was a
she
guest a
is.
few weeks ago.
Which a few
Yeah.
weeks ago, yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
She's performing. There's Tavaka Nui, which is a dance group.
You.
So there's me. I'm gonna be performing.
That's all that counts is that Jazzy's going to be there. And Jazzy, you not only act and dance and sing, she does something real cool, y'all. She raps.
Oh, that too.
So we
That's-
just bust out just a sec, just a little rap. She didn't know I was going to do that.
I had no idea.
Just do what you were doing before the show.
Yeah. just do
Okay,
what
so
you
this is okay. So I'm gonna do something from the musical Hamilton, and this is
All strung out on Hamilton right now.
Go for it.
it's a genius. Okay, so this is from my shot. Okay, I'ma get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but I got amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains with no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word I drop knowledge. So there's that.
All right.
Oh yeah. So I want you guys
Excellent.
on the next segment with me. They're going to be singing too.
Okay,
So,
and-
Miss Sophia, you what?
I
Don't you do?
sing. Oh, what don't I do?
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
Tell me what you do.
I sing, I act, I perform, I record. I'm improving on my songwriting.
She's a good songwriter, and you play piano.
I try to.
She plays
Yeah.
piano. She says she's so humble. This one,
Oh
but
no, I try. I really try.
she plays okay. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a singing teacher. Just saying. So so these kids are all little phenoms. Like I said, in the next segment, you're going to see it. So you're a freshman at LVA, the Performing Arts High School, vocal major. Jazzy just got into LVA, and she'll be
just
starting
did.
next year. And the beautiful Ember is homeschooled. And,
That's cool.
and she loves it because she can get up at 11 in the morning.
Yep.
So,
Oh, that's gonna make these two mad.
I'm telling you. So I think we have a question. I think we have an audience question.
Okay, excellent. Okay, we're waiting. And of course, Des. Oh, by the way, Ember's mom.
That's my mom.
Can you tell they look a little alike? Right?
So we have one question from for the ladies from Eric from Las Vegas. He would like to know, what types of music do you guys like to listen to?
Ooh.
So what types
Who goes
of
first?
music do I like to listen to? Sophie, you can go first.
All
Sorry.
right, go for it.
Well, I have a bus buddy, and we share earphones all the time. I'm sorry, it's probably gross, but we share earphones, and so she's been listening to a lot of K-pop, and so like
love K-pop.
she's bringing me into that.
K-pop. What's K-pop? Sophie.
It is Korean pop. It's Korean music.
I knew it, but I wanted her to explain so that you guys knew it.
Alright,
So
Jess.
thank you, Miss
me.
Sophia. How about you, Jazz?
Me, I listen anywhere to rap, to R&B, to hip hop, to just recently musical theater, which I'm in love with. I love it so much.
Hamilton.
Hamilton, In the Heights, Rent, anything,
Oh, yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Just saying. Yeah. And how about you, Miss Ember?
Everything.
Little
Mostly
clearer.
like 21 Pilots and Melanie Martinez. I guess.
If she hadn't said 21 Pilots, I'd have went, because she's a 21 Pilot girl.
Yes.
So yeah, it's pretty incredible what they're doing there. I like that part. So you're enjoying all of your music, and you're hitting that age where you're beginning to think about and we'll talk about that a little later. So in a few minutes, we're going to get ready for the next section, and what we're going to be watching, listen very carefully. You're going to get to hear each of them sing and perform, and they are amazing to listen
Say
to.
what?
So it's going to be a lot of fun going on that one. So we'll catch you on the flip side.
See ya. Hi everybody, we are DreamWeavers StarTrax. I am Karen Zai. I'm a voice teacher, songwriting teacher, singer, and we have 3 of our amazing young clients, our professional singers. We have Ember, who's 12.
Hi.
We have the beautiful, oh, the producer's telling me to lean in, the beautiful Jazzy Caliente. She's
Hello.
13. And Sophia Alexis, the gorgeous Sophia Alexis, who is 14. They are singers, dancers, actors, and incredibly accomplished in their fields. So we're going to start right at the beginning, and we're going to talk about how we all met. All right? It was so cute. So cute. They were all 7 when Ren and I met them. And Ember, we went to a
Christmas performance,
and a couple friends of ours owned a school here in town, and they had decided to quit the business, and they invited us because they wanted all of their students to come to us. And we were sitting there watching, and there were some great talented kids, but then Ember came on stage. Ren and I looked, and she had the it factor. That means you can't keep your eyes off of her, right? And Ren and I looked at one another and said, oh yeah, that's her. And then what happened? We didn't see you for a long time.
No, we lost your card and for a year, and we were like, we don't know who these people are. So, yeah, we lost you guys for a year. And then we found you through one of your other students.
Ariana. Good friend of ours, right?
And yes, all of our friends. And then we were like, oh my God, we found you again.
The rest is history. The rest is history. And she's, well, you saw her. And now, Miss Jazzy, oh my God, Jazzy just turned 7. Just turned 7, and I was subcontracting out to another school, and in walked this little kid. She was about this big, and with the biggest smile on her face. I mean, I always said she was, you know how Disneyland's the happiest place on earth? Jazzy was the happiest kid on earth. I've never seen and here's this little kid with this huge voice. And I was like, oh my God, we got to lasso that bull. And we did. You heard her. She's pretty amazing. She worked really hard on it. And the rest is history. We're all Ohana. We're all family. And Miss Sophia. Sophia was 7.
Laughing already.
Just laughing. And I said to her, I don't know if you guys know the story. I said to her, okay, we're going to do a showcase. And she's like, oh, good. What's a showcase? And then I said, well, were you going to sing in front of your friends and family? And so she started singing. And she was singing like this, real quiet. Well, you heard her blow. She doesn't do that no more. And then she wouldn't perform. She just kind of stood there. So no more. Sophia worked really, really hard. And how hard did you work, Soph?
Oh, wow. Well, after doing a lot of shows, well, started working with Ren, and he helped me with like my performances, and it got a lot easier to get up on stage and not be as self-conscious as I was, until there was a time around 2 years ago. I don't think my parents know this, but like I
don't know if I know this.
I had a stage where I was very like under pressure, and like I didn't feel like myself. I just wasn't. It was a bad time, and so I just realized one day, I was like, wait, hold up, like this is actually what I want to do. You shouldn't be sad or like depressed that you're being pressured into this. Well, you know, pressure might be bad, but like you know what I mean.
She loves it. She
You know what I
loves it.
mean? Now it's okay. Now
Right.
it's okay because
Yeah.
it pushes me to be like better than I was before.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you. And Miss Jazzy, how hard did you have to work on your voice? Oh.
That took a lot of work. I would always yell. And
She yelled good, you guys. Everybody loved it. But she's going to hurt herself.
Yeah, and I never told you this. Usually, after I yelled, which you kind of know this, my voice would always like slightly hurt.
I knew that.
Yeah, but I had to work on my volume a lot. I had to put a lot of squeak, which is what a technique that we all use.
Yeah.
And few years work. It was hard, but it was so worth it.
She's amazing. You heard. You guys heard. And she blows. That's music terms for sings really well. Just so I could be clear on that. So, Ember, how about you? You got a big old voice, dude, for a little kid.
A big voice. So I have like kind of lower tones, so I have to really work on trying to get to my head voice, because I tend to just be like, hey, why don't I just use this really low note in my song? And then Corinne is like, no, why don't you sing a birdie song? So, yeah.
You got that head voice working.
Yeah, I
She
really
got
have
it.
to work on my head voice. Well, I did. So now I
Excellent.
have to just keep it going.
Well, so I'm gonna. You guys, you saw him on recording, but why don't we hear him live? We're just, and I want you to know they worked really hard technically to nail this, because we worked on this for maybe 5 minutes. Just saying. So we're just gonna do a little 3-part here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. My mama don't like you and she likes everyone. And I never like to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on, and now I know I'm better sleeping on my own. So if you like the way you look that much, then baby you should go and love yourself. And if you think that I'm still holding on to something, you should go and love yourself.
Ah, aren't they good? I love it. Okay, real quick, solo.
Say what you wanna say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I wanna see you be brave.
Thank you, Jazz.
My name is no, my sign is no, my number is no. You need to let it go, need to let it go, need to let it go down to the I to the no, no, no.
Beautiful, Miss Sophie.
If I be so, I'm happy for you.
Just in case you thought that we fixed that. That's what they sound like with nothing. I think we have a question.
Ooh. Yes.
Miss Demi. Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we have a question that came online from Joe. Joe states, you girls are awesome. How do you balance
thank you.
school, extracurriculars, family, friends, etc.? And how do you handle the stress?
Well,
Who wants to start that out?
I'll start.
Okay.
Since I have singing, dancing, acting, so many things, you don't really get the time to kind of talk to your friends. So it's a lot of just balancing everything out and making sure that you're really planning everything that you need to do so that you have time. So, yeah.
For me, since I'm in public school, I rarely even have time to do homework because I'm trying to practice at the same time. So, and sometimes I don't have the time to practice either. So it's kind of like,
What?
so I'm trying to like balance both of them at the same time. It's really hard, but I'm trying to get it up.
Yay. Oh, I recently started using my agenda a lot, and it really helps me like plan everything. And also, well, I try to get my priorities very straight. Like, I need to know what's happening in my life, and also like what is important to me first. And so I recently put that all in an agenda, which really helps me like write it all down.
And look at it so you
Yeah.
can stick with it. Well, we're going to come back in a few minutes with Ren and these beautiful young ladies and their great talent and talk about performance and the rest of their career. See you on the flip side.
I love you more. And we'll shut it down till the love runs out, till the love runs out. All of these words whispered in my ear tell a story that I can't get to hear. Fine! Let me go! Okay, I don't need you! I don't need anyone! Baby, don't you know I'm done?
Please, Indigo, come home. I cleaned up the entire house. You and Mom would be so proud of me. Will you just please come home? I'm happy for you. So, you don't have a family? Not exactly. Well, my friends are my family from the streets. Basically, our friends are the family we choose, and we all look out for each other.
Make it shine, give me one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be.
And we are back with DreamWeavers StarTrax, and here we go. Miss Ember, Sophie, and Jazzy.
Hello.
So now what we're looking at a little bit there is the performance side of it a little. And we're having some fun there, and I'm really happy to hear you getting back into your acting. I like that. And as you saw, some of the things we're dealing with is they're singers, but if you'll notice, they don't just stand there and make notes. That'd be great for radio, but it'd suck for TV and audiences. So with that in mind, let's talk a little bit about that. When you were on stage, what is some of the stuff you do inside as a performer? Because all of you have great voices. And that's amazing if you're hearing, but it's kind of boring if you have to stand there for 2 hours and just hear notes. You might as well sit in a comfortable place with a radio.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing before you get out there? What's your story? What are you writing there?
First off, I remember myself to just have fun because the audience isn't there to really see you stand there and sing your song. You have to perform your song with a story in mind, and then you have to disperse that out to the audience.
All right, excellent. Miss Sophia.
Well, first of all, breathe.
Air's important.
Air's
Passing out
very
on stages.
important. Also, you have to really know what you're singing about, who you're singing it to, because if that's not there, what's going on? Like for me, I take a long time breathing, trying to figure out what my story is, what the song is about, and why my reason for singing it is.
I remember her once telling us that she used to come home from school and spend 2 hours working on this after school all day long, every day. Yeah, that's why she does so good. Miss Ember, that was some interesting acting going on there. Sad, explosively angry. Nice job. What were you doing? When did you learn?
You really just need to know what your song is about so that You don't want to be singing a super sad song about your grandpa dying with a smile on your face and being beautiful. Because that's not what the song
Yeah, that
is
would
about.
be kind of morbid, unless it was a comedy.
You want to make sure that you know exactly what the song is about, and then get into that story of the song, and then give that to your audience. And if it's a song about someone dying, then the goal should be to make the audience cry.
Okay, and now there's a
But that
question.
should
Now,
be the
Sophie
goal.
said something about an audience. That what do you do with the audience?
You have to bring them in with you.
And what do you mean by that? Explain
Well,
a little more.
If I'm not connected with my story, the audience won't be connected with me.
Oh, yeah, that would work. So yeah, you kind of so you basically transform the audience literally into whatever story that you're doing. Like if you're feeling towards someone, you see them as that.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's fun stuff. I like how that's going. So, acting. What is it? So many people sing, and at a young age, their ears are just like bats, man. They can hear everything. But this misses the storytelling part of it, because originally it was melodic storytelling. It's how history, through storytellers, we got our history and everything else. So it's kind of important in the sense, so when you are singing and you are telling stories, what do you do? Are you getting to a point, and from what I'm seeing you might be, where you can look at the audience and they are who you imagine them to be in your stories?
Yes, sir. Pretty much yes.
All right, so tell us, how do you do that? Because a lot of people out there are like, oh my God, I want to do well. There's an audience out there, I hope they like me. But this is great. But yeah, as we discussed before, don't think on things you're worried about before going on stage. Think about what the story's about. It'll get rid of that stage fright in a heartbeat. So let's have an example of what you do. We'll reverse the order this time. Miss Ember, so you're out there, you look at the audience. What do you see? Give me an example, like you were singing a song, the song you were singing in the intro here.
What was I singing? Oh, I was singing Lips Are Moving. So I just imagine the guy that I'm talking to who was lying to me and just giving it to him.
Well, I gotta admit, when we first saw you getting off that couch, it looks like he was really getting an earful. Nice. So yeah, you were really telling him what's what, I take it. Which makes it a lot more interesting than just notes. Sophia.
Well, for specifically my performance Stone Cold,
Yeah.
well, I imagine my story was, I felt that a relationship has gone down, but I see you with someone else. I'm sad about it, but if you're happy, then I can learn to be happy. And that's for me a very kind of complicated emotion,
Right.
because you want to be happy for them, but at the same time you want them to be like, love me.
Beautifully put.
Oh my God.
All right, Jazzy, on that stage where it looked like a house was burning next door. No, I'm just teasing. What was your story? What was going on?
This is actually a mashup between two songs. It is Love Runs Out by One Republic and Rumor Has It by Adele. And it's two basically different stories. So mashing that up with another song, you have to kind of see that story come together as one. So let's see about this one. Rumor Has It is about rumors going around about, oh, so you're cheating on me with someone else. And Love Runs Out is about like, oh, I'm in love with you and you know this about me, let's just see what happens. So it's kind of a complicated story, but works out.
All right. So what did you do to make that story believable to yourself?
I
Did you slap your pillow around or something?
I just that's not what I do. I wish them as amazing.
does.
As an actor, I must be honest, I have beaten many pillows. No.
It just took time, actually. It just really took time, and at home I had to really work on it. So
Right. A time to, real quick here, and we'll get in the last section. I want to ask a question for all of you, for myself personally, about dynamics in music, the choice of music, and how do you choose that. So we have a question from the audience, and Miss Desiree.
Hello again.
Hey.
This question is for Sophia from Janine.
Oh.
And the question is, aside from pop, can you sing other genres like classical?
Okay, sorry. Little inside joke. Okay, well, since I'm a freshman at LVA, and in choir we learn a lot of arias, and I've been very influenced by the people around me to open up to my classical side, which is not as strong as my pop side, but I am working on it. But I'm still trying to be myself through it. You know.
All right, very cool. Okay, so up next, it's your turn, and we have some questions coming from you out there for the girls, and they're going to answer the questions, and we're going to have a little fun. See you on the flip side.
DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax.
Hey, welcome
Hey, everybody.
back. DreamWeavers
Hey.
StarTrax.
Yeah.
Your turn, your questions.
That's right. And we're here with Ember, Sophia, Alexis, and Jazzy Caliente, and our amazing producer, Desiree, and my beautiful co-host, well, handsome, Renza.
Same.
And we have questions for these amazing young women, don't we?
Questions. We do. And we actually have a question from someone that I believe we all know truly well.
Really?
Yes, goes by the name of Bliss.
I knew it. I somehow was gonna call it. I was gonna call it. I
So,
see you.
Bliss says, I am a storyteller as well. If I work as hard as you guys, do you think one day we would be able to work together? I love you guys. Supporting from home.
What a goofball. He was our February or January 28th
December, wasn't it?
client, January 28th. So watch that show. He's so funny. He's been with us since he's
December
16. No, January.
Oh, got it.
And who goes first?
Anyway, okay.
Work
Ember, go
as
first.
hard as you.
How
I
about
mean,
you?
like, you. Like, yeah.
Like I feel so like not
oh my
worthy.
goodness.
Not worthy.
You've worked so
work,
hard to
like,
get where you're at,
the
dude.
hardest. So I think you.
I don't have to say
worked
that.
so hard to be where you are right now. So like, us working hard, you work hard.
I think
we
we're
want to work with you one day.
We have the honor to
our
say
dream.
that
So-
we'd love to be working with you.
Yes, fantastic. We have another question from Miss Mila. I think we know who that is as well. And Mila would like to know who your biggest influence are in music.
Ooh. Ha ha.
Jazzy, you can answer first.
Okay. So let's start out with a little name too. Girl would be Kehlani Parrish. She's persevered through so much, and she's literally my inspiration. She literally went to attempt suicide because everyone was like trying to get at her, but thankfully God, saved her. So I'm so grateful that she's still alive and she's making music, and she's coming out with an album that's gonna be better than before. So
Who else is your boy influence?
Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's a rapper. He is a composer. He's a lyricist. He's an actor on Broadway, and he wrote 2 hit Broadway shows. So that is amazing. So
Nice.
Your turn. Well, ever since I was young, my favorite inspirations for my music and songs I sing has always been Cherise.
Oh, I'm
And
shocked.
you know
I'm
that.
shocked. She sings every Cherise song.
And also Whitney Houston, Celine Dion. They've been a huge part of my life because they have so much control and they put so much effort and feeling into their song, and it makes me like inspired to be like them. Well, myself, but like them.
Cool.
Vocally, the reason I actually started was because of Demi Lovato. Her first album, Don't Forget, was like my everything. I was obsessed with her, so she's one of the reasons why like this is what I'm doing, because of her. So Demi is probably one of my big inspirations. You have Jennifer Hudson. I really like Jordan
girlfriend.
Sparks.
Yeah.
Them. So those are my like vocal inspiration, and those are people that I really look up to vocally. So yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
All right, we have another question from Jennifer in St. Louis. She would like to
St.
know,
Louis. Hey.
do any of you still get stage fright? And how do you get past it in order to perform?
Good question, Jennifer.
I'll answer that one.
Okay.
Yes.
You're not supposed to say that.
I do get stage fright. I tend to get really, really, really anxious before I get on stage, and
But that's what we're here
How do you
for.
overcome it?
I'm like, what are you doing? Stop being anxious. And then I get into my story, and
Yes. What
it
does
all
Uncle Ren
goes
taught you to
away.
do? What does Uncle
Yeah, I
Ren
remember
taught you to do
teaching that
since
to
you were
every
a little...
student. Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I just get into my story and get deep into my story, and then I go on stage and I don't even like see anything and feel any like anxiety at all.
Let- Miss Sophia, what do you do?
Well, I don't have a lot of stage fright anymore. I used to. It usually only happens if I'm singing a song for the first time in front of people. Then I like tend to worry more about the lyrics and dynamics and
But
stuff
that's
like
not
that.
really stage fright. That's just
Yeah.
making sure your T's
Well,
are crossed
yeah.
and your I's are dotted and you know the material, right?
And that's true. A lot of stage fright basically is if you organized and prepared enough, that cuts out about 85% of stage fright.
Yeah, yeah.
Yay.
For me, I rarely get stage fright.
She's a
Everyone,
Leo
It's
like me,
true.
y'all.
She's very-
everyone at school asked me, "Oh, do you get stage fright?" I was like, "Not really. It's kind of hard, and it takes a lot for me to like
She said the
get
H word.
angry."
You totally said that.
I probably did.
Hard,
But
it's
in
not
this,
a lot.
it's like hard for me to get stage fright again.
Oh,
because, like,
yeah, it's yeah. She give her the mic and she won't give it back.
This is good.
Basically, that's what happened. So, good question. Thanks, St. Louis.
Right.
Thank you.
All right, we have a question from Kenny from New York. He would like to know if you had an opportunity to meet any artist, who would it be and why?
Kaylani, straight down,
Okay, you
right
up
there.
first. Go for it.
Kaylani. That's all I'm gonna say,
Okay.
Kaylani.
Oh my
All right.
God. There are so many people Well, I would. I know it's so hard.
Pick one.
Probably Ariana Grande.
Oh.
Probably because I feel like our ranges are about the same. So I would love to like.
Very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to like meet someone.
And would you ask her questions?
I would ask her everything.
How about you, Ember?
I think I would want to meet.
I know the answer to this. I don't know if she's gonna say it.
I think I would want to meet Christina Aguilera.
What? I didn't expect that.
I know you didn't expect that.
Why?
I just love her.
I love you.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to go on the
either
voice.
Christina Aguilera or 21 Pilots. So
I see.
Another one.
I thought it was gonna be 21 Pilots. That's what
I would just want
know.
to sit down and have a like serious
Have some
conversation
tea.
with them and talk about everything. But Christina Aguilera.
Thank you, ladies.
All right. So I have another question from Malik, and Malik states, "These girls are all different vocally. As an artist, how do you know what sound works best for you? And should you try different styles until you find one, or just stick with what you know?" Maybe you can help out with that.
Good question, Sophia.
Whoa.
Take it.
Well, for me, I started out with ballads. And,
Oh my God, yes.
Wow, and
Yeah.
I started like stretching out like the music I would listen to, the music that I started singing. My dad actually helps me a lot with that. Like, he's the one who's found a lot of my songs that I would sing at performances. So thank you, Dad.
But when you were trying to find your style, did you sing a bunch of different styles, or did you take pieces from other singers and like try that yourself? Or?
Well, I definitely explored a lot, but I guess it's just me, but I knew like what style I wanted to sing.
Cool. She got some serious style, y'all.
Well, this is some amazing stuff. It has been incredibly fun, young ladies. Thank you so kindly for sharing this with the world out there.
Thank you.
And Corinne, would you tell them a little bit about that phenomenal guest next week?
Next week, oh my God, you guys, they all know her. Sarah Thiel is coming on. She is a singer, songwriter, amazing keyboard player, perfect pitch.
Oh my gosh.
She's been a client of ours since she was 19, and she's and she's not that old, believe me. She's gorgeous, and she's had songs on television shows and written for the labels, and she has a show at the Mirage and Aliante. So you can
And
go
any
see her.
question about songwriting? Amazing. She's written something like over 8,000 songs.
Something
It's
like that, yeah.
Incredible. Anyway, thank you very kindly,
Thank you, guys.
and we'll see you on the next show.
We'll see you next on DreamWeavers.
DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax. DreamWeavers StarTrax.